Since childhood, I've been fascinated with games. I think everyone is interested in games at least for a while, but a lot of people grow out of it. Well, I never did. I remember installing freeware games like Liero on our 56k internet and playing with my brother. We didn't know who made it or why it was free. We were just playing it and having fun. I remember playing Eternal Daughter, an amazing achievement in hobbyist game development. I had absolutely no idea how someone could create something like it. And I remember installing Game Maker 6. When I look back, these seem like life-changing events, things that led me into a career in game development. But we always tend to romanticize our life, and especially our childhood. At some point, we retroactively put maybe too much meaning into things that happened to us. No matter what led me here, at some point I, like many other people, made a decision like this. I will spend my career in pursuit of making video games. Well, that's an interesting decision. Not only interesting, I think it's a bad decision. Maybe that's kind of a horrible decision. 1. There are more important things than games. We all complain about the state of the world. We all complain about politics, poverty, income inequality, privilege, sexism, everything. When I think about all of these things at once, it feels like my head will explode. It is so much pain, so much misery, all preventable. These are happening because of things we made up, like economy and elections and companies and salary and rent and mortgage and fried ice cream. The world becomes a better place when someone takes deliberate action. Most of the pain in the world is preventable. We could make better decisions, less violent politics, and design systems that govern our lives to motivate helping each other instead of generating revenue for X company. If you're making games, you're a skilled person. Maybe you know programming, maths, maybe you have visual or organizational skills. Whatever you do in the games industry, you have valuable skills. Then you have the choice of how you're going to utilize these skills. I don't have to make games, I could do something else. But every day, I wake up and decide that I will make games instead of better, more helpful things. 2. Most games are evil and they are getting worse. Ultimately, I see myself as a craftsman. I know how to work on things and develop ideas into reality. I get better by practice. I feel pride when I create something nice, efficiently and on time. All of this is great. However, let's look at what I actually create. I have a lot of experience in working in free-to-play games. Free-to-play game design is all about how to get someone addicted to your game. These companies talk about whales. That's my cat scratching the door. Look at this baby. This is a cat video now. Okay. Free-to-play game design is all about how to get someone addicted to your game. These companies talk about whales, dolphins, terms borrowed from the casino industry. A lot of free-to-play game designers are of the mind that you should give the player something fun, so far so good, but then slowly make it harder for them to make progress, trying to get the player in an area where they'll spend money or watch ads to get that little hit of dopamine. You slowly give smaller and smaller doses of dopamine, meaning they'll have to spend more and more to get to the similar doses. It is known that some people are more suitable to get addicted to games, and these are the people who are targeted. These are the people who are not necessarily rich, but are paying the bills of those big and successful game companies. Now that doesn't mean every free-to-play game is like that, but the point I'm trying to make should be clear. A lot of games are evil. The world would be better off without them, or at least with a less evil version of them. 3. It's getting harder to enjoy making games. I was just adding some stuff to the script, but now I realize it got dark now, so I'll open the light. I'm just saying this for continuity, you know? It's getting harder to enjoy making games. The state of software in general is making it really hard to enjoy work. Now, I enjoy work, I enjoy coding, but my enjoyment over the years has been going down. The reason is a lot of things changed. First of all, everything is online now. Even when you're making something single player, you're supposed to put a lot of different online components into your game, meaning you're just dumping big nasty blobs of code into your codebase. Then your codebase gets so big. Now, even with a small change, compiling and running that code requires seconds, sometimes minutes. It wasn't like this before. It was better. I used a lot of engines and libraries to make games. Old technology is fast. New technology is slow by design. I use Unity, a very popular game engine. With their 2019 and 2020 releases, it became so slow that when I'm using it, I actually spend like half of my time waiting for it to compile. Now, some people will be like, no, it's not that slow. It is that slow. Get a production ready game that's like mid-size, open it, it'll take minutes. That time adds up. I honestly don't know if employers know that their programmers spend like half of the day waiting for loading bars. And that is the state of software in general. Everything is slow. Web is very slow. Desktop apps are slow because they're just wrapped up web applications now. Everything is slow and it's only going to get slower. When you wake up, you want to go, I want to explore some amazing ideas today, not I want to look at loading bars. So that's the list. That's the end of the list. That's done. So you step into the games industry saying, I'm a craftsman. I want to craft, make things, get better. I want to create beautiful things. And then you look around and see what kind of jobs are available. In my experience, most of those jobs are free to play. At some point, I ended up working for a casino company. It was pretty eye-opening for me to say, okay, well, that's one end of the spectrum. Where's the other end? Will I ever get there? Where's the kid who was playing Liero and having a great time? And where am I now? I'm trying to create things I believe in, things that I think would make the world a better place. But obviously, that is taking a while. Let me just tell you, I had more hair when I started making games. It's been a while. Why am I not making a positive change in the world? I'm smart, capable, and privileged in a lot of ways. If I'm not helping people, that's on me. That's an overly personal and therefore complicated argument, but here's something a bit simpler. Jonathan Blow is very smart. He is so smart that he led the development of a bunch of cool puzzle games, is developing his own language, and he gave like 100 talks on complicated topics like game design and game programming. What if he took that incredible amount of mental energy and he actually spent it to literally change the world? He seems like the kind of guy who can do whatever he sets out to do. What if he did anything other than games? That's just an example. In the games industry, there are some of the smartest and most capable people today waking up every day making games. What if they did something else? Well, that's depressing. If I actually believe what I'm saying, I should immediately stop making games and do something else with my life. I kinda don't want to do that. So I'm gonna look around for some counter arguments. Imagine a world without art. No music, no paintings, no film. You go outside and it's just grey blocks where people live and die. No one would like that. Life is precious because someone bothered to create something. And games is just another type of creative medium. Of course, it has a lot of value. It brings joy and escapism and ways to cope with horribleness of life while allowing us to feel all kinds of things. It's beautiful. Sure, a lot of games are horrible and they suck, but I've never seen anything prettier than Proteus. The beginner's guide surprised and intrigued me in ways that, for example, cinema never did. I never felt more victorious than the time I beat Hell in Spelunky. There are hundreds of games I could talk about here and games are amazing. And how romantically beautiful is it that the creator of Spelunky, Derek Yu, was also responsible of the creation of Eternal Daughter, a game that inspired me when I was little. Who can say what Derek Yu does every day doesn't make the world a better place? It does. Games are living organisms that clearly show their creator's personality. And from this romantic angle, putting yourself out there, being a craftsperson, and creating beautiful experiences might just be a great way to spend your life.